Hello guys, welcome to my first video. Today I will show you how to make Christmas ornament from polymer clay. They're gonna cover this rabbit, Christmas bear, and also ginger bear. So this is the sketchbook of the piece that I want to make, and I will use cardstock to draw on. So I start with the pencil to draw all design that I want, and then I use Sharpie to do the lining so you can see it more clear and you get the idea of the drawing. This is the final one, and then I use X-Actinite to cut around the drawing. So when you work with polymer clay, it's gonna be easier. This is all pieces that I just cut it. To work on a polymer clay, I will use this marble tile to be like a surface we're gonna have to be clean, and then that lowering pin. So the polymer clay that I use Fimo because it's hard enough to work on, and I use white one. So it's cut, oh no, I hurt myself. So I'm gonna say I cut a polymer clay, and then I have to knead a lot, but be careful to use this thing. I don't know what it's called. It's like metal plate stuff. Yeah, I come back with bandage on, and then I have to knead until it's kind of soft, and then I use rolling pin to make it flat. And the size, I use a foam board to control the thickness of my polymer clay, so you can buy it from art store or whatever. And I put the design that I just cut, you know, on the cardstock paper on, and you use X-Actinite to cut around the edge of your design. So this way it's gonna be much easier than, you know, like doing sculpture, whatever. So it's faster and it's kind of fun to paint on it. Right now I cut around my rabbit design. Be careful about your hand. Don't, you know, put it on the way. You're gonna cut yourself. But I'm good at this. I didn't cut myself, but I did cut myself earlier. Sorry about that. I don't want my video to be bloody. So here I cut around the bow area, and then go up to ear. Yeah, and then I will take out the area I already cut, so it's easier to like hold on to the design, and then take the excess polymer clay out. Okay, and then I try to cut out the area that I cut out earlier after I take my rabbit design out. So yeah, and then I smoothed the surface of polymer clay. So if you smooth it nicely in this process, you don't need to sand it that much after you bake. Yeah, so this is how it's look. And I will do the same process as this piece ginger bear. So I cut it out, and then ta-da! This is how it's look after I cut around. I also do the same with this and a bear. The next step, I will put the loop on. I make it from wire as shown in the here. So I make it in that shape because I want to make sure that the wire is not come out after I bake it, and I put it on the rest of my ornaments. And then I will turn the oven on, and you make sure that is the right temperature before you put it in the oven. For my Fimo clay, it should be 275 Fahrenheit. After it's reached the temperature, I will put it in there. So I have thermometer inside the oven because I want to make sure that oven has the right temperature. And then I set the time for 30 minutes to spin up the thickness of your polymer. So this step, I will sand it, you know, to make sure that it's nice and smooth, and you can skip this step it doesn't matter much, but you want it to be perfect, you should. So about the temperature again, I always make sure that after 30 minutes I turn off the oven and let it cool down before I take my polymer clay out, because if you take it out when it's hot, the clay gonna crack and it's gonna bad, you know, like all work that you did, you ruin it. So make sure that the temperature is right. Right now I sand all my ornaments, sand the edge, make sure it's smooth, but you can skip this step. Yeah. So now I sand it. After I sand it's gonna have like a powder, you know, of polymer clay. So I use paper towel to wipe it out, that damp with a little bit of water. So I try to clean it so the surface is clean enough to paint on. And the next step, I use marker to draw like an outline, the area that you are going to paint. So I start to draw like ear and the other area. Yeah, here is pen I use is Uniposca and I use extra fine. Yeah, and now just draw the area of the bear face. Make sure to have like eyes and nose, look like a real bear. Yeah, now I want to talk about my first experience on my baking polymer clay. It's kind of suck because I know that I have to set, you know, the temperature and make sure that it's right temperature before I put polymer in. All I do is like I put it in like way before it set the temperature. I know, I think it's heat up and then I can put it in. And after that, it's all like crack. Oh, now I'm drawing rabbit. So same process as the bear, whatever face that you like, you draw it, outline it. So I didn't wait until it's cooled down too. So I take it out. So the temperature is not right, the time is not right, everything not right at all. So I take it out and then it's crack. And it's just damn hot. You know, and my pieces also fall in the oven, so the leg is fall apart. This is so bad, and I spent like forever to do the sculpture, and I feel like, oh, it sucks. So I stopped working on polymer clay for a while. And this is a ginger bear. Do the outline again, do the same as the previous one, whatever design you like. So after I give up with polymer clay, I start to work on epoxy clay. So you have like two parts of the clay and then knead it together, but it's kind of sticky. So I feel like each clay have its own you know, characteristic. So this is 3 pieces of ornaments after I'm done with lining, and then I will use like normal acrylic color to paint on. Now I start with, you know, bow of rabbit. So I paint it like 3 times, I think, to make it nice and smooth, because the first time you still can see the surface, white surface. It's not cover like I want it to be, like low coverage. So you have to like keep painting it, let the first layer dry and then paint the second one and the third one. So don't forget to paint on the edge of your ornament. Here I'm painting ginger bear. So yeah, for the brown color, it seems like it's harder than red one. Maybe it's like more transparent, so I have to like keep painting many layer. But I didn't achieve that much smooth like I want it to be. So it's like, oh, whatever. It's gonna be better after I put face on. So yeah, I painted. I also paint on the back of the bear too, so you know, it's look nice. I like to paint the back and make it look like 3D, but I actually not. So here I also paint the edge of the bear. yeah, talk about different kind of clay. I feel like many clay have its own property, property, because epoxy clay is a air dry clay, so you have to work on it kind of quick. But it says it's dried in 24 hours, but for each state the clay have a different, I don't know, texture. Like the first stage is so hard to work on, it's so wet. So now start to paint the eyes, like keep painting whatever design you like. It's very wet for, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's my first video. I don't know what to talk about. And I don't like to put music on because I feel like it's annoying me. Sorry about that. Yeah. Well, so the time is very important for air dry clay, because each step the clay is like more dry, and you have to work quick. But for polymer clay, it's not hard until you put it in the oven, so you can work on it like forever. So I really like it. And here is the back of ginger bear. I start to paint it. This is already second layer, but it still look, not covered that much, so still keep painting it. Now I start to paint the back of my ornament. So the back have no eyes, but you can do like, two faces too, like one face of ornament have one, happy face, and the other side have a different face. So that's gonna be a good idea too, but I like it like front and back. So now I start to paint face on my ginger bear. So for me it's like, it's just easier to paint all brown first before I put face on it. But you can do it like draw it first and paint around eyes and mouth area also, but I like it this way. Is use a lot of white color, it makes it look a little bit more frosting. Yeah, I'll paint this white color 2 times to make it more coverage on the bear face. Yeah, I'll draw eyes and nose, and also the arm and legs part too. Yeah, you can comment down below what content that you want to see. So on my channel, I think I'm gonna post about art that I make, and also maybe studio vlog or something, not sure. I'm not good at vlogging because I never do that before, and to show my face, that is like a big thing. Like everyone can see my face. I'm not perfect, I'm not pretty. That's kind of awkward. I don't know, like talking to the camera, and I don't know. I just don't like to see video of my face. Is that weird? I don't know, I would think about it. Yeah, I want to do like art tutorial, because I always make handmade gifts to the person that I like my friends, my family, because I feel like do something for them is more valuable, and I don't have that much money to like buy a lot of stuff for them like that look nice and also great, so if I make something for them, it's more like priceless. You cannot like compare it with whatever is already one gift in the world that I make for you, something like that. So now I use Posca marker again to draw eyes. So I feel like use marker, it's much easier than using small brush. I would have a problem using acrylic color. Like my brush is have color on, okay, and then it's gonna be hard, like real hard, ruin my brush. Like the paint on the brush is hard, and I can't use it anymore. Even I like clean it with water, and it's not thoroughly clean or something like that. That will ruin it. I don't know how to clean it. I'm not sure. So I will try to clean it like using some solution. Here the ta-da! How it looks after I paint it. So it looks kind of cute. I kind of like it. After that, I will coat it with UV resin. So here's the UV resin that I will use on this project. So I put a bunch of UV resin on top of my ornament, and I will use brush to smooth it on. I'll use cheap brush because after I coat it with resin, every time it's like I ruin my brush. It's so hard to like keep it clean because the resin hardens so fast. It's also like react with the UV light from the sun also. So after I cut the top and the side, I put it over like a cup. You can use like a cap from water bottle also to make sure it's not stick with the paper. So now we cut it over my ginger bear here inside UV lamp. For the how long does it take is depend on the resin that you use. This is UV lamp for the nail. Here is how it look after, so it has a shiny surface like ceramics. I love it. Yeah, and then I would do the same with the back side of the ornament. So I also coat it with UV resin, and then I put it in the UV lamp under UV lamp light again. This is how it's look for the front and the back. I also do the exact same process with this Christmas bear. So after you're done coating with UV resin, I will put ribbon through the loop. So I already have this cream color, so I'm gonna use it. So I put the ribbon through the loop and then tie the knot at the end. Yeah. And I would do the same thing with the other two. With ribbon. You can use rope or whatever. Or no rope, no ribbon. You can use wire as well. Whatever you have, you need to buy it. So here how it look on my Christmas tree. Yeah, I really like how it look. My handmade ornaments. So if you like my video, don't forget to subscribe. I will try to upload my video every week. So if you want to see any other stuff, please let me know. So thank you for watching. I will see you for the next video. Bye!